Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do is to check our homework assignment number 2. It was great overall, but I have some comments that can be useful for you for future, I don't know, quizzes or something like that. So I have here that we're going to check homework number 2 and the use of can, should, and have to give advice. So first of all, feedback. And I have here an activity for you. So we're going to check vocabulary and we are going to play a game. Okay, you are going to play a game. So I'm going to send you the link. Okay, les voy a enviar el link, send you the link, and you can answer the questions that we have here that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so as you know, the first step is to write your name. Okay, the first step, write your name. And you will find here some sentences. You have to complete the sentences using the words that we checked in Unit 4 and in Unit 5. That we have taxi vocabulary and money vocabulary. So you have to order the words, I mean the letters. Ya, hay que reordenar las palabras, las letras que tenemos aquí. So we have 7 words that you have to complete. Okay. So I'm going to send you the link right now so you can work on your own. So we have here, Emilio, are you here with us? Emilio?
Yo escucho.
Okay. Francisca, what do we have to do? What is the first?
Coins.
Point?
Coins.
Ah, no. But what do we have to do first? ¿Qué es lo primero que tenemos que hacer para hacer la actividad?
El link.
Okay, so the first.
Y poner nuestro nombre, después entrar y ordenar las palabras.
Yes.
De la 1 hasta la 7 que tiene de la unidad 4 y 5.
Yes, very good, Francisca. Thank you. So first, you have to write your name and then to answer the exercises. So I send the link in the chat. Let me know if you have access to the link. Ya avísame si tienen acceso. If you have access to the link. If you have access to the link, you can work. Ya, si tienen acceso, empiezan a trabajar. No. I'm going to give you some minutes so you can work on your own.
Yo sí puedo entrar.
Thank you, Francisca. Si ya entraron al link, pueden comenzar a trabajar. Okay, so Matías, Francisca, and Emilio are ready. What about Leonardo and, okay, Elizabeth is also ready. Leonardo, are you ready? Yes, no. So I think that we can check now together the words that we have here. So the first sentence that we have is, he collected old, and Francisca already answered the question. So the correct word here is coins. Okay, coins. So we have coins. Then we have a taxi can take 4. What is the correct answer here? Can you write the answer in the chat? Okay, good, Elizabeth. Passengers, yes. Be careful with the spelling, con el deletreo, okay? Because some of you wrote passengers, but with the A, so passengers, okay? Eso está, it's incorrect, okay? So we have passengers. And I have here the, I'm going to do it, okay, good. Then we have the CLP, or the Chilean pesos, has of 1,000, 2,000. What is the answer here? Maybe Emilio or Elizabeth, Matias can answer. Notes, right? Good. Okay, good, Emilio. Notes. This word is used mainly in the UK. Okay, the notes. You can also find the word bank notes. Bank notes. Okay, and that is the same. Bank notes. Then we have you have to pay the gas and electricity bills. Okay, thank you, Isabel. We have the bills, right? Bills. Good. Then we have you get a when you buy something. What do you think? Maybe Matias can answer the question? Okay, receptor. ¿Será receptor? ¿Qué creen ustedes? What do you think? Yes, that is the correct spelling, Emilia. Thank you. Receipt. Okay, that is the correct spelling, Matias. And finally, we have taxi drivers use a meter, right? Meter. Thank you, Matias. Be careful with this word. I mean, some of you got confused. Okay, meter no es metro. Ya no es el metro que uno toma. Ok, el meter no es metro. No es lo mismo. Ya. So we have meter, and then we have you can get a taxi at a taxi rank, right? Very good, taxi rank. Okay. Very good, guys. Do you have any questions about this exercise? Do you have any questions so far? In case you have any questions or comments, you can write them in the chat, okay? So we used all of those words in our homework assignment. And some of you got confused, sorry, with the meanings of the words. And also I have some comments about the homework, but it's related to the same. Okay, here we have. So you have to be careful with the spelling, okay, con el deletreo. Okay, so I have here the same example, passengers, but with an A. Okay, con la A, pero no es con A. And also, this was a very common mistake. Esto fue un error común que hubo con el change, ya que muchos lo pusieron en la parte de if you need a change. When we talk about money, and we are talking about change related to money, we cannot say a change, okay? Because change, when we talk about money, this is an uncountable noun, ya que no se puede contar. Y cuando no se puede contar algo, we cannot say a change, 2 changes, 3 changes. We cannot say that, okay? So we cannot say a change. Sí podemos decir a change para hablar de otras cosas, ¿ya? Pero cuando hablamos de money, no, that is not correct. So that would be it about your homework assignment. And also I have here this exercise. You can check this later, okay? You can find this presentation in the aula virtual. So if you click this link, you will find the following. I'm going to show you the following exercise. Okay, this is about the cash machine. Yeah, or the ATM. También se conoce como ATM. Okay, so this is a simulator. So you can
select the card to insert it into the ATM.
Okay, so you can practice here. You can try to use the vocabulary. Ya, de usar el vocabulario. So the guy said, introduce a card. So which one here is a card? You have to click the card. You have to select the card. Okay, in this case, this is the card. So you can play a little bit.
When selecting your language, remember that only English.
Okay, you can find this in the presentation that is going to be in the aula virtual as a PDF, como PDF. So, do you have any questions, guys? Any comments about the vocabulary part? Or can we move on? ¿Podemos pasar a otra cosa? Si es que están claros, please let me know in the chat. Coméntenme en el chat. Is everything clear? Okay, thank you, Matias, for your comment. So now we are going to, thank you, Francisca. We're going to check the second part of the class, which is the use of have to, can, and should to give advice. Yeah. What do you understand by advice? What do you understand?
Consejo.
Yes.
Recomendaciones.
Very good, Francisca. Thank you for your answer. So yes, Francisca is right. So we are going to talk about giving advice. And we can use 3 words, okay, that sometimes we think that they are similar, but they are not the same, okay? They mean different things. So the first word that we have is have to. Have to, can, and should. But we have to first. So when do we use have to? When something is necessary. Okay, when something is necessary. For instance, my example is doctors have to work on Sunday because it's in the rules of their work. Okay, something that is necessary to do because of the rules or laws. Okay, and we also can also use the same but to say that something is not necessary. Okay, and when something is not necessary, we use don't have to. And some examples here: in Britain, people don't have to carry a passport with them. Okay, because it is not necessary to do that. Not necessary. It is not necessary. And also, she doesn't have to get up early tomorrow because it is not necessary. Maybe she doesn't have to work tomorrow. So it is not necessary for the person to get up early. So be careful with this verb, with the have to, because we have to conjugate. Ya se tiene que conjugar este verbo. Como pueden ver aquí, yo digo I have to, but he, she, and it has to. Ok, y es lo mismo para, para la negación. I don't have to, but he, she, or it doesn't have to. Ya, eso es muy importante. Don't have to and doesn't have to. You have to, she has to. Okay, we have to conjugate the verb. So if we talk about things that are necessary and things that are not necessary, can you give an example using have to, and don't have to talk about that, to talk about something that is necessary or something that is not necessary? Can you think of an example? For instance, I have in Chile, students have to wear uniforms. Students have to wear uniforms. Because it is in the rules, right? So can you think of an example using have to or don't have to? I'm going to give you some minutes so you can think about it. You can write your examples in the chat. You can use the microphone. Using have or...
Me perdí un poquito, tenemos que responder la pregunta, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Ya,
You
entonces,
have to give an example.
según el ejemplo que puso, es como casi una obligación el have, más que como un consejo así como que podría ir tomarlo, no
Yes,
depende, pero es como una obligación casi.
yes. So, can you think of an example? ¿Algún ejemplo de algo que sea necesario para que podamos usar have to, don't have to? Okay, you don't have to eat this thing, is expired. Okay, claro, no podemos comer cosas que estén fuera de la fecha, right? What about another example? Something that is not necessary or that is necessary. Maybe you can think about this example. So we have in Britain, people don't have to carry a passport with them, right? And maybe in Chile, is it necessary to carry a passport? In Chile, is it necessary? ¿Será necesario en Chile, por ejemplo, andar con el pasaporte?
No,
No, right? So we can say that in Chile, people don't have to carry a passport, but you have to carry your ID card, right? El carnet de identidad, the ID card. So that is how you can use have to or don't have to, something that is necessary. Also, we have Matias, maybe your examples, we can use another word for the examples that Matias shared, ¿ya? Y quizás lo vamos a ver ahora. So we have to, don't have to, something that is like necessary to do or not necessary. For instance, if you know someone new, yes, if you want to pass exam, you have to study hard, right? That is a good example. It's something necessary. Ya, es necesario hacerlo, right? Porque si no, probablemente the person is not going to pass the exam. So if you want to pass exam, you have to study hard. Thank you, Emilia, for your example. Then we have can, right? We have can. And we use it to talk about, to say that something is possible. Yeah, algo que es posible. Also, we have to talk about permission, que es lo mismo, right? And we have simple examples here. You can use my pen. You can take photos here. Ya, algo que sí se puede hacer. Algo que es posible. Ya, pero aquí no es como algo obligatorio que tengan que hacer las personas. ¿Ya? Y por el contrario, can't, que es la forma negativa, es todo lo contrario. Ay, se me pasó. Ahí está. We have can't to say that something is not possible. For instance, you can't use this credit card or you can't smoke here. Ya, algo que no es posible. And it is also related to permission. Ya, como, I don't know how to translate permission into Spanish, pero es como dar permiso para hacer algo. ¿Ok? Y, o no dar permiso para hacer algo. You can't use this credit card. You can't smoke here. Or you can't eat something. ¿Ok? Es para hablar de algo que es posible o no es posible. So can you think of an example? Can you think No sé por qué no se cambia esto. I see. So, can you think of an example using can or can't to talk about something that is not possible? Can you think about it? I'm going to give you 2 minutes to think about it. Y mientras tanto, voy a ir a abrir la puerta porque están tocando. Vengo al tiro. Okay, now I'm here. Sorry guys for that. Eso es algo, una de las cosas malas de tener clase online, que estamos en la casa, ¿verdad? So, Matías wrote, I can't pass this level. Okay, because it's not possible for you, right? You can eat ice cream. Okay, very good, Francisca. You can travel if you have your, yes, it is possible to travel if you have your mobility pass, right? Or the green pass, como el pase verde. That is a name in other countries. So you can travel. It is possible for people to travel in the country or abroad if they have the mobility pass. Very good, very good. And finally, we have should and shouldn't, okay? We have should and shouldn't. And this is to say, okay, so we have should, and should gives the speaker's opinion of what is a good thing to do. Esto era lo que mencionaba Francisca, de lo que uno cree que está bien, right? El speaker, la persona que está hablando, cree que algo podría ser bueno de hacer. For instance, you should check your work at the end of the lesson. You should check your work at the end of the lesson. Or you should eat fruit every day because it's going to be helpful for you. ¿Ya? Algo que nosotros creemos que es bueno de hacer. ¿Ok? Maybe también podemos usar el ejemplo de la prueba. Like, if you want to pass the course, you should study, right? Porque es algo que nosotros creemos que es bueno de hacer. You should study. Y por el contrario, we have shouldn't, que es when we think that something is a bad idea to do. Ya, aquí creemos que es una mala idea. For instance, you shouldn't watch television all day. In my opinion, this is a bad idea. In my opinion, this is a bad idea. And Kate shouldn't eat so much chocolate because it is bad for her health. Ya, es como malo para su salud. So, yo creo que es algo malo. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. So, if we check those examples, can you think of an extra example using using should or shouldn't to talk about that something is a good idea or that something is not a good idea? ¿Algún ejemplo? What do you think about should or shouldn't? About something that is a good idea? Okay, you should be positive. Okay, you should be a positive person, maybe. I think that you were talking about be positive, right, Matias? Like be, yes, okay, thank you, Matias. So you should be positive. Yeah, you should drink 6 glasses of water every day. Yes, because it's good for your health, right? Es bueno para tu salud y podría ser algo bueno para la otra persona o para nosotros mismos, right? If you're driving, you shouldn't use the phone. Yes, that is a good example also. So thank you, Emilio, Elizabeth, and Matias. If you are driving, you shouldn't use the phone, right? That is a bad idea, right? So I think that you are getting the idea of how to use these words to give advice to other people. But I think that it's going to be helpful to practice a little bit more. So I have here some examples. I mean, our practice part. Yeah, so the first thing that we are going to do is to use the workbook. Ya vamos a usar el workbook primero. And we are going to do the following exercise. Se los voy a mostrar al tiro. Déjenme buscarlo. This is unit 5. Do you have the workbook, guys? ¿Ustedes tienen el workbook? Está en el aula por si acaso, igual, si es que no lo tienen. Yeah. So I have here the following exercise. We are going to do the following exercise. So as you can see here, we have some sentences, and we have to decide what is the correct expression that we can use. Yeah, ¿cuál es lo que podemos usar? Don't have to, can't, can, shouldn't, don't have to. And the idea is that we are going to complete the advice and rules for visitors to these places that we have here. Yeah, so la idea, chicos, es que trabajemos, pero en grupos. Okay, we're going to work in groups. So you can discuss together and you can help each other as well. Yeah, so you have to choose the correct expressions to complete the advice and rules. Yeah, para completar los consejos o reglas para los visitors to these places. Así que aquí tenemos la foto, dice no cameras allowed. So you can't take photos here, porque no es posible. It is not possible for you to take photos in that place. Yeah. So I'm going to create the groups. Okay, groups of one group of 2 people and the other one of 3 people. Okay. So you can download the workbook in the aula virtual. Also, I can take you a picture and I'm going to send the picture in the group. So breakout rooms.
¿Puedo compartir pantalla?
Yes, I'm going to. Ya, ahí sí. Ahí lo dejé para compartir pantalla. So we're going to work in groups. Ya vamos a trabajar en grupos. In groups. So you have to discuss your answers with your classmates. Remember, you have to choose the correct expressions to complete the advice. Ya, también pueden ver aquí las fotos, quizás para tener una idea más clara. So I'm going to create the rooms, okay? And you will have 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes to work on it. Ya, de 5 a 8 minutos para work on this exercise. So I'm going to create the breakout rooms. So now you can join your groups. We have can. Francisca says can. Emilio can. Okay, good. So you can smoke here because it is possible, right? You have the permission to do it. Está permitido. Then we have museum entrance free for local residents. So you don't have to or you can't pay if you live here. What do you think? You don't have to? Yes, you don't have to, right? No es necesario. It is not necessary for local residents to pay. It is not necessary. Then we have you should switch off, apagar. You should or you don't have to switch off your mobile. You should or you don't have to. You should, right? You should switch off your mobile. Yeah, deberías, right? Then we have no motor vehicles allowed. Not allowed. So we have don't or you don't have to drive your car here. We have don't have to. Francisca says don't have to. What about the other group? What do you think, Elizabeth, Emilio, Leonardo? Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, you don't have to drive your car here, right? You don't have to drive your car here. It can be both of them. Yeah, se pueden ser las dos. Don't drive your car here or you don't have to drive your car here. Yeah. El answer key says don't. Yeah, pero si dicen you don't have to, no es que esté malo. Yeah, but you can use both of them. Okay. And then we have number 6 and we have no shoes. No shoes, right? And you don't have to or you shouldn't wear shoes. You shouldn't, right? You shouldn't wear shoes. It is not a good idea to wear shoes. We have 10 minutes left. Okay. Then we have no glasses or bottles outside, please. No glasses or bottles outside. You can take glasses out of the pub or you shouldn't take glasses out of the pub. Shouldn't, right? You shouldn't. It is not a good idea. Also, we can say you can't because it is not possible. También se puede usar el can't, pero no está como opción, right? You can't. And then we have please leave books on the table when you have finished using them. Leave the books on the table when you have finished using them. And we have, you don't have to, or you should put your books back. Your books back es como, ¿se tienen que devolver los libros? Dice, please leave books on the table when you have finished using them. Como que hay que dejarlo ahí nomás, después que se usen. Y aquí dice, you don't have to put your books back, or you should put your books back. Elizabeth says, don't have to. That is the correct answer. Okay, but this exercise, it was a little bit confused. Ya estaba como para confundirse un poquito. Pero la idea es que si terminabas de usar un libro, lo dejaras solo en la mesa. Como terminé de leer aquí, lo dejo ahí. Después dice, number 9, you shouldn't or you have to leave things in your room. Y aquí bien chiquitito dice, dice, do not leave valuables in your room. Do not. So you shouldn't or you have to leave things in your room. You shouldn't, right? You shouldn't leave things in your room. You shouldn't leave your things in your room. And finally, tenemos, you have to show your ticket or don't show your ticket. Y dice, please have your ticket ready for inspection. Good, you have to. Como pueden ver, chicos, cuando uno usa el can o el should, el verbo no cambia. Ya el verbo queda igual. Y tampoco se ocupa el to. Ya yo no puedo decir, you can to take photos. You can to take photos, está malo. Yo tampoco puedo decir, should to take. ¿Ya? El to no va. Solo se va el to, o sea, solo usamos el to when we use have. Have to take. Ok, y acuérdense que se conjuga. She has to take. ¿Ya? Ahí hay que tener como ojo para que no equivoquemos en eso. Ok, so we can use these 3 words. We can use a positive and a negative form to give advice, para dar advice. ¿Ya? Y en este caso, to give advice and rules. To give advice and rules. También aquí se puede usar para dar rules, se puede usar el must, que es bien conocido, ¿ya? El must es como súper fuerte y el have to igual es súper fuerte para cuando damos reglas. Pero aquí solo enfoquémonos en el giving advice más que nada, ¿ya? Giving advice. So, I had prepared some extra activities to work on can and have to and giving advice, but in the software. Ya en el software, yo aquí tenía these exercises, but we don't have much time to do it. So if you can work on your own during the week, you can do these exercises. Ya pueden hacer los ejercicios del software. El can, have to, 3 and 4, and giving advice 1 and 2. Okay, so that would be it for today, but I have here, I want to know if you have any questions, guys, any doubts about it.